Welcome to the December company update. Still November, but this is when we're doing December, and you'll understand why when you get done hearing from Trista. A couple things that we want to update you on just in general is my annual pitch for safety. December has traditionally been the month in which we have the most injuries, and it's important to us that we really focus and double down on safety during the month of December. We have come this far without any recordable injuries, and we want to make an entire year and have that to brag amongst ourselves about how we made the entire year without a recordable injury. One of the key elements of that is to speak up. The other day, we had a past employee come in and talk to us and say he was leaving the construction industry, had suffered an injury that had put him out of the field, and so he would never be able to go back. And what a sad moment that is. And it's a moment that reminded all of us that we have to, when we see something wrong, we don't go ahead with that behavior. We say something, we stop. First off, we stop doing what we're doing, we say something, and we fix the element so that we can go on being healthy and safe here at work. And not only if you see the danger to yourself, but having the courtesy to do that for the people who work around you, whether they work at Wilmer Electric or they work at any other firm. We want to have a zero tolerance for people doing things that endanger their health and well-being. So that's my pitch for the month of December, that we would all continue to focus and to make an extra special effort to speak up on your own behalf or on the behalf of others. One other thing just to remind people of is backlog. People always wonder, how are things going at Wilmer Electric? Things are going well here at Wilmer Electric. We have a good backlog. We have about a year's backlog as a company. Now, some of those projects extend out beyond this year. We've recently, here at the end of November, come up with some new projects, and that's exciting. They're in all the different regions. Backlog is strongest in Nebraska in the central regions, got several large projects ongoing. Minnesota's got some good work coming up here this winter and spring, and there's some possibilities we're looking into beyond that, obviously. And then down in Oklahoma, we are really busy right now, and we've had to send some people in to Oklahoma to help out, getting things accomplished here in December. And then Goodyear assures us that next year they're planning a lot of capital improvements, and that really helps us out here at Wilmer Electric. So without further ado, I turn it over to Trista Sealander, who has some exciting news about sick pay and the typical monthly updates. And then we'll come back to me at the very end with one more tribute. Have a great day.
Hello, and welcome to the HR update portion of the December video update. And so we are going to cover three things in this video update. First one is going to be obviously the December anniversaries. The second one is we're going to talk about the volunteer hours and those who have met the volunteer hours for the last program year. And then thirdly, we're going to talk about a new benefit that is becoming available that Wilmer Electric is implementing, and it is for sick pay leave. So let's first start out with the anniversaries. So to these people, we say thank you for your another year of dedication, and that you have helped move Wilmer Electric forward in this crazy year, as well as implemented new and exciting improvements so that we can become a better company. So let's start out on December 4th. Chris Moore out of the operations system in Minnesota will have been here 3 years. Shane Kirkham in Oklahoma on December 6th will be here 1 year. And Chris Turpin on December 9th in Oklahoma will be here 1 year, as well as Dylan Vaughn on December 9th will have been here 1 year, and he is from Oklahoma as well. And then on December 11th, we have CJ Chemnitz, who is in Nebraska, and he will be here 3 years. And we have Greg Reed on December 16th, who is in Minnesota, will be here 1 year. Doug Dittmar, who is a part-time employee who has moved to part-time employee as part of his retirement and transitioning there on December 17th, will have been here 18 years. And then we also have on December 17th, we have Bev Dresser, who works out of Minnesota in the operations department, and she will be here 2 years. In Nebraska, we have Dave Engel, who is our long-term employee in December, and on December 18th, will have been here 31 years. And then we have in Minnesota on December 20th, John Cointine will have been here 14 years. And we have Brandon Lee in Nebraska on December 29th, will have been here 12 years. So again, thank you for moving Willmar Electric forward and being a part of a fun and exciting year. Let's talk about the volunteer hours that we have. We have a volunteer program. And in this volunteer program, our program year runs from October 1st of the year through September 30th. And so if you volunteer 100 hours within your community for that time frame, you can receive 8 hours of PTO as a thank you for giving back to your community. So I know that we have lots of people who do this, but we have very few people who turn those hours in to receive their thank you of PTO. So if you have those hours, because our new program year has started, please turn your hours in so you can get your 8 hours of extra PTO as a thank you for doing the 100 hours. So this year we had 2 people who turned in their 100 hours, and they are Ryan Storms and Bev Dresser. So they will see 8 hours of PTO added to their bank here in the next week or so. So again, if you have volunteered hours in your community, please be sure to turn those in so you can get the 8 hours of PTO in your bank as well. Now let's move on to the new benefit that Willmar Electric is implementing, and it is going to be the sick pay leave. Willmar Electric has decided that we will have a sick pay bank of leave for people to utilize if they become sick or a family member becomes sick, like your mother or your dad, children, a spouse, those kinds of things. If those individuals, you or those individuals become sick and you need to take time off to care for them, for yourself or for them, there are some hours that are available. So starting December 4th, so the implementation date is going to be November 30th. So on your December 4th payroll stub, you will see 16 hours of sick pay on there, or 2 days. So you see 16 hours on your payroll stub. On December 11th, you will see that the accrual has started for the next year. So Willmar Electric is depositing 16 hours for you on the 4th, and on December 11th, you will see the accrual. So if you worked 40 hours, the accrual is based off of 40 hours, you'll see 0.31 hours added to your sick pay bank on your payroll stub. Now, if you didn't work the 40 hours, you will see a percentage of that accrual in your sick pay. So you can accrue up to 16 hours for the next year. So in 1 year, you can accrue 16 hours for sick pay, which is 2 days. Okay. You can accrue up to, before it stops accruing, you can accrue up to 80 hours or 10 days. So you accrue 16 hours a year, and you can accrue up to 80 hours in the bank. Your sick pay must be used in 1 hour increments for you. So if you have to take half an hour leave or something like that, you need to use 1 hour, 1 full hour of sick pay. Okay. So let's refresh and let's get this straight. So on December 4th, you will see 16 hours in your sick pay on your payroll stub. On December 11th, you will see 0.31 hours of the accrual starting for the next year in your sick pay on your payroll stub if you worked 40 hours. If you didn't work 40 hours, it will be a percentage of that 0.31. You can accrue up to 16 hours a year, or you can accrue up to 80 hours over the next few years as well. Okay. Just so you know what's going to happen then, you will be receiving a DocuSign form on later this afternoon. You'll receive that DocuSign form in your email that you get your payroll stub sent to. You do need to sign off on the DocuSign form that indicates that you have received this information. Along with that DocuSign form will be a copy of the policy so that you have that as well. We are making, this is a change to our handbook, so you do have to sign off on it saying that you received it. Feel free, if you have questions, to contact me and we can go over this. Hope that you're having a great day. Thank you.
Welcome back. Sadly, we end this video with a tribute to one of our coworkers who I believe everybody knows. And so what you're about to see is a video clip from Jay Tornquist when he was asked the question, why Willmar Electric? Why is it important to him to be a part of Willmar Electric and what being a part of Willmar Electric means? It is a 1-minute segment of a 15-minute video that was taken when someone asked the two of us to recap the day and the events surrounding when Jay was diagnosed with cancer back about 5 years ago. It was on December 17th, 2015 that he was diagnosed with cancer. And then he would want to point out that on January 27th, 2016, when he recovered and was cancer-free for the rest of his life. But Jay recently passed away, and we want to share with you this 1-minute video.
When people ask, they say, why Willmar Electric? When I'm in that whole room at the career fair with 130 stands, and I look and we have good benefits. We have good work. We've been in business 100 years, which I think all are great. But one thing that if they ask me what's different about this, I'd say it's the people, and the people beyond that, it's people making a difference for people. It's the culture is here. It's always been here, but I believe it's even grown a lot in the last while. I mean, I've watched it, and part of that's because of the personal aspect of it, but that's the difference. When I think of why, Jay, do you work here 21 years and every day is a blessing. One is life is a blessing, but two is it's a great place to work. So I guess that if somebody asked me why Willmar Electric, that's what I would tell them.
Jay Tornquist was a great guy, as nice a person as you can possibly be. I am confident Jay is in heaven, and Jay was confident he was going to heaven. He was confident not because of the things he did or didn't do, but because he accepted the forgiveness of Jesus. Jay often told about a miraculous God and his son who came to earth to die for our sins and ascend to heaven. Jay believed his faith and not his works was his ticket to heaven. I personally heard him profess this dozens of times. Jay wanted his coworkers to know he didn't earn his way to heaven. Jay was a great guy. He'll be missed.